Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Pastatime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And we're here with more creepypastas to read you folks. Adam, are you going to tell us what creepypastas are?
Creepypastas are short, sometimes fictional, most of the time, horror stories that you can find on the internet at various sites like Creepypasta SCP, which stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. I remembered this time. And like No Sleep Reddit, other like short fictional horror story subreddits as well. I have one coming from I think it's something that's called like short fiction, and it was a really good horror story. Someone recommended it, and if you have a recommendation or you have your own short horror story that you would like us to read, Robin, where can folks send those to us?
You can go to you can send them you can send them to our email, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, scaryish.com. There's a contact us page. You fill out all that fun stuff, and it gets sent to us that way.
Indeed. So we would love
to hear... Or social media. Yep, we have that too.
No, I don't want to hear a single fucking... No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we would love to hear from you no matter how you want to reach out. We're going to be reading 4 of those this particular evening. And I think we said you were going to go first with a short one. Then I'm going to do my long one. Then you're going to do your medium. Then I'm going to do my short one.
Sure.
All right, cool. Pause. I just have to get a monitor up and running for Robin over here. So no big deal. Boop. All right. That way you can stare at my Christmas mustache.
My hair is a mess. Look at it. Okay.
Booyah. Here, I'll give you the mouse and you can do your thing.
I don't need it for this story. It's so short. All right. So the first story of this episode is titled Mentality. It's on photofreecreepypasta.tumblr.com. All right. It begins. They perfected a chip that when implanted in your brain would allow you to read the thoughts of others.
No. Unsubscribe. Don't put it in my head.
At first, everyone was excited, and they all clamored eagerly to get the first few. As soon as they were proven reliable, anyone who could afford it bought one. At first, it seemed perfect. Murderers and criminals were caught easily, and you could judge how a relationship could go on the first date. But we're all human. We think things we don't mean during arguments and fights, and so the chip began to cause strains and rifts between family and friends. There was a petition to get the chips removed, which was successful. Unfortunately, their brains had already been altered by the chip.
The noise you made was just so ridiculous.
What? Unfortunately, their brains had already been altered by the chip. They couldn't stop hearing people's thoughts. Online support groups popped up, and scientists everywhere began researching ways to reverse the effect. It turned out that some random on Reddit had the answer. Circular reasoning maybe, but his solution worked. If you think about what is doing your thinking, you stop hearing other people's thoughts. I was always poor. I could never afford the chip. But what I have learned is that if you spend all your time thinking about your brain, your own isn't enough. I can hear them moaning and shuffling outside my door right now, desperate for mine.
Oh, so they became zombies here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Because all they did was think about their own brains, and they're like, brains.
So they started to crave other people's brains?
Seems like it.
So they're telepathic zombies then, unless they had their chips removed.
Their chips are all removed.
Okay.
But when you get your chip removed,
you become a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Kind of weird. It's from 6 years ago, too, in case anyone's like, blah, 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 COVID, blah, blah, blah. So this happened way before that. Very interesting. But yeah, it's a nice little twist on the whole zombie origin story where it's like chips in people's brains got put in and then removed. So I would not fucking want that. And I would definitely not want anyone I knew to have that, because I think horrible things about everyone I know constantly.
No.
I'm like, this person's such a fucking asshole. Like, I think that constantly when we're hanging out with people.
My brain is too negative. Like, my mind, I'll sit there having a conversation with someone, and then I'll think like, oh man, did I say the wrong thing? Like, I shouldn't have said that. Like,
no one wants to hear the insecure thoughts that go through my brain either. So totally agree on that.
Yep.
All right. Good stuff. Way to start us off in a really weird headspace, Robin.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. First things first. Center yourself. You're like the fucking King Frog from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ram, 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 ram. All right, let's look over and see what you folks had to say during the beginning of the stream. I actually just popped out of the shower, so my hair is literally still wet, but it's okay.
Oh, you put hairspray in it.
I did.
Gross.
Because it's not gross. It's the tiniest bit of hairspray.
Sticky.
It's not. Fuck you. Okay, my hair's wet and it has a little bit of hairspray in it, so that I don't have to do it for the next 2 days. I can just rinse it and it'll be fine. What? Talk to me about your shower habits. How about that? All right. First person in either channel was Captain Fake. I said, hello. Chloe is also here. Says, hello, spooky fam.
I'm going to mix my drink.
Cool. Tell the folks what you're drinking.
I have high C and I have soju, and I'm going to mix the two.
High C for McDonald's. You can get it at McDonald's near you. Don't think we're sponsored by them. Although they have the money. God knows they could.
I wish.
All right, Glitch is here as well. 911 Girl X Awesome X is here. X Am Awesome X is here as well. Latreia Lisbetry is here. Queen Effany, excuse me. I am Beef Trainer. It's nice to see all of you wonderful folks joining us. Pink Penguin, Meat Mechas, everyone's saying hi, happy holidays, things like that. I actually don't know if anyone said happy holidays, but I just said it to all of you. Let's go ahead and check before I move on any further some of the redemptions that we have to start the show. All right. Shout out to Shannon MSW, who followed us actually 5 days ago. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And shout out to XM Awesome X for resubscribing for the 14th month and said, whoop, whoop. We appreciate you. It's pretty awesome. All right. Going to get that out of the way. All right. Move back over to the chat. All right.
Captain Fake Eye says Mr. Captain Fake Eye is watching for his first stream ever.
Hello, Mr. Captain Fake Eye. Thank you for joining us.
It's so cool that you guys get to actually spend the holidays together.
Indeed. Lizardry says I have a house full of grumpy children tonight, so I may not be here long. Uh-oh. Glitch says not doing bad. Have a holiday party tomorrow. That's exciting. I don't work in an office, so I don't have holiday parties anymore. It actually just occurred to me that that's the case.
I work in an office, and we didn't have a holiday party this year either.
Well, it sounds like your boss doesn't really like to have parties or anything like that.
It's because COVID.
So. Oh, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
All right. Fake Eye says he is very entertained by the fight. Yeah, I saw that before when everyone was getting ready for the show and the fights were going on. Captain Fake Eye actually had a spear, so she was a maiden of the spear pre-show, fighting all those folks on the side of mountains, or Dragon's Mount, excuse me. Latreia says to Chloe, that's good. I'm great. Just in Guatemala.
Nice.
All right. Going to keep scrolling. People are saying hello to Mr. Captain Fake Eye. I think it's actually Mr. Dr. Captain Fake Eye, to be technical.
It's just Dr. Captain Fake Eye. Wait, no, she's Dr. Captain.
Give them both.
Shit.
Honorifics.
Yeah.
She's Mrs. Dr. Captain Fake Eye. All right. Going to keep scrolling. I'm wondering, it says, who else is ready for the Christmas season to be over? Hashtag Team Grinch.
They could sit there and just be like, Doctor.
I am not. I love the Christmas season. I love giving. It's a super good time.
Yeah, I really enjoy Christmas. We haven't decorated our tree completely yet. I think Spooky Mom did all of the house decorating. She even took out the stockings.
I took out the stockings with her.
Oh, so, all right.
I've done some. I think that's like the only bit of decorating I've done of the house, but we're going to hopefully be doing that after the show. Shout out to IMB Trainer for resubscribing for the 19th month, said listening while crocheting Christmas presents.
Aw, cute.
Nice.
I love crocheting.
She does.
I had to buy a new hook and a new needle because I left them in California.
We don't have any drink redemptions yet, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I am drinking Cali Creamin' Creamsicle. I love this beer, so I'm going to go ahead and start it out.
What is it called? I don't even fucking remember. Oh, I already took a sip. Mine. I just, did a repeat of last week. Except I don't have tequila. Yeah,
hopefully you don't get fucking hammered. Glitch has just redeemed a drink, so go ahead and take one.
Oh, cool.
Chloe says to Latreia, lucky I'm still at work 14.5 hours into my 16-hour workday like I do every Wednesday. The pod is always nice to watch. A nice way to end my work shift, though. So
that's such a long shift.
That is, really, seriously. Glitch says, oh, they have Batman stuff. Yeah, I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt today in honor of one of my friends who is no longer with us. His name is Scott. He was amazing. He is amazing. So I try and always wear Batman stuff on his birthday because he was a huge Batman fan. I think it's just my shirt.
Oh.
So aside from that, let's keep moving on. IMB Trance's team.
Hate retail Christmas.
Retail sucks during Christmas.
It took me a little time to read it because it's all one thing. Retail at Christmas. But yeah.
Elizabeth says, the stash. IMB Train says, where's the beard, Adam? Yeah. I was down to the goatee last week. Maybe 2 weeks for the last 2 weeks. But yeah, I decided to switch to mustache just for funsies. Also, the goatee was crooked on the bottom, like real bad. I was hiding it pretty well, but I finally said F it. Lizard Tree says, Robin, I love your shirt.
Thank you. It is by Pop Sugar. She's like an artist who makes shirts. I don't know, but there's a Gengar on it. Gengar.
It's a really good quality shirt.
There's like other Pokemon, I think. Oh, Totodile. Totodile's on it. There's a couple different Pokemon.
Emily over there in YouTube says, hey guys.
It is not a PJ shirt. I wore this to work today. It's just a button-up shirt that is gigantic. I buy all these button-ups in like an extra large, so they're like huge. But they are comfy.
Not a PJ shirt. I am, however, wearing PJ pants. That must be the vibes you were picking up on. What's your name says she's graduated. So every time is nap time now. Oh, you sweet summer child.
No, yeah.
If only that were true. She's even more busy than she was before.
Mm-hmm, I don't even get a break between finishing one job and starting my new job in a completely different state.
The break technically comes when we move a bunch of shit 4 hours away.
Yeah, but then we have a couple days to move, and then we have a whole 4 days at ALA. So I have to work at ALA, and then on Monday, the day after ALA, I start my new job. It's gonna be fuck nuts.
It's going to be very busy. Glitch says, shut the front door, Adam. Are we wearing the same Batman shirt today? I sure effing hope so. MB Trent says, I think I'm having a strange, shiny moment. I'm mesmerized by Adam's color-changing microphone.
Color-changing?
Yeah, you see that?
Is it?
On this, it's the reflection of the keyboard because you move the keyboard. So it's getting picked up. I'm just going to leave it like that. I think it looks fucking sweet.
Cool.
Gonna keep scrolling. I'm What's Her says, my comfiest PJs are nothing. The birthday suit says Chunkster. Indeed, those are the best.
I appreciate when Adam doesn't wear his birthday suit.
That's pretty fucking rude. Thank you for saying that on there. You're a twat.
No, like in bed, because I don't want to cuddle your butt.
Okay, Queen Effany says, I wear granny gowns. They're wonderful, but not cute, LOL. That's hilarious. I need a granny gown, apparently. Pink Penguin says, team granny gown here. Chunk says, I tried the gown, but didn't work for me. Love the idea, though. MB Tran says, nothing at all wrong with granny gowns. They breathe and keep you warm/cool, depending on the weather. Pink Penguin says, if I have to run out of the house due to a surprise midnight fire, it's a whole outfit. That's hilarious. I've had to, I usually only sleep in boxers. I have had to, put on clothes during fire alarms and, apartments and stuff, man. I don't want to go outside in the middle of the night.
It's hard having a cat who runs away from you when you're trying to put them in the carrier and take them out when there's a fire alarm. I just wish it were way easier and she stopped running away because
she hates the sound. I mean,
she hates the sound. She runs away, and we can't keep hanging out in there. So we we usually just strap up the dogs and are just like, I guess.
If it's a fire, I'll come back in for you, kitty cat.
It's just a nightmare. Your decision. Oh my gosh.
Chloe says, also team granny gown. I blame my ex's abuela who would buy them for me. Captain Vega says, I tried the gown. It ends up somewhere under my armpits.
Oh, like when it scrunches all the way up.
That's hilarious. Chunkster says, same. Gonna keep scrolling. Latreia says, I love your PJs, Robin. Again, these are not pajamas.
This Good is to know regular, it looks like shit.
It's just a regular button-up shirt. Gonna keep scrolling.
Oh my god, there's a bunch of drinks. So drinks got redeemed by Lizbitry, Glitch, Donosaur,
Dawn, Chloe, and Latreia redeemed a high five.
Yep. Oh, okay. Cool.
I already took one of my drinks. I took the Glitch drink, but I'll take the other three. I Went to Dinner is bringing back the dirty joke of the week, apparently. The position previously known as 69 is now known as 96. Due to the economy, the cost of eating out has gone up.
Wow.
Keep scrolling. Donsor says, yeah, no one wants to hear my insecure thoughts either, LOL. Gonna keep scrolling. Pink Penguin says, my crochet hooks are ancient. I've had my collection since I was 8-ish. Wow.
I didn't start crocheting until 2016, maybe 2017. So mine are fairly new. And then I just had to buy one new hook because I had got an order in on Etsy and I have to crochet the thing, and I don't have my hooks and I don't have my needles. Thankfully I have a bag of eyes here somewhere so I can use those, but I was just like, what the fuck? Oh my god, stupid.
It's literal eyes. She puts human eyeballs onto all of her crochet things, and it's haunting.
I watched Final Destination 5 last night, and there is have you seen it yet?
No.
Someone gets they're getting laser eye surgery or something, so they're strapped in there with the thing that's holding your eye open.
I thought that was 4.
It's in 5. I watched it last night. And so the laser gets heated up and the temperature goes up a bunch and fires at her fucking eye. And is just burning into her skin because she's trying to get out of there. And eventually she gets out of the chair or off the thing and then falls out the window. And when she falls out the window, her eye pops out of her head. And then you see it like up at the front of the screen, her eyeball.
Because it was supposed to be 3D or whatever.
Yeah, and then the truck just runs it over and crushes it, and it's so gross.
Thank you for bringing it up during the talk about crochet hooks for some reason. I'm Western says, oh, did Robin get hammered last week's stream? I missed it. Pink Penguin says, yes, she was spicy, Robin.
I was not that spicy.
You were pretty spicy. Cat Guy says, I love spicy, Robin. Chung says, LOL, Adam and my boyfriend shared the same stash. Nice. High five to your boyfriend. I don't know how long I'll last. Chunkster said, more like tequila, Robin. Ouster says, I heart butt cuddles. Robin just hates me in general, so she takes any time she can.
You don't want dirty butt cuddles.
I don't have dirty butt.
That day you had dirty butt.
Okay, whatever. Thank you for bringing this up. Do you want me to bring up all the shit I have to put up with you? No, you fucking don't. I'm What's says, I'm fine as either the butt cuddler or the butt cuddly. Latreia says, I miss my couch and my Wi-Fi. Chung says, I love being the big spoon. When I do it, I do koala style. I look like a backpack on my boyfriend's back. That's hilarious. It's like Yoda style right there. All right, and we are caught up with the chat. That happened about 15 minutes faster than it normally does. So Pretty good stuff.
Hey, it waves over on YouTube says, hello.
Hello.
I think everybody is, prepping for Christmas. Christmas is literally 2-3 days away.
Yeah, I try to get as much as my prep done this past weekend as possible. I still have gifts to wrap, but aside from that,
I am done with shopping for gifts. So I'm so glad to be done with that. And it's just last minute wrapping of a couple things, which I love wrapping. Wrapping is my favorite thing to do.
She's really good at beatboxing too, so she can do either or.
Shut the fuck up.
I have one more drink to go, and then I should be at 4.
What's a PFP?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. All right. I'm sure it says I have done zero prep. Some people don't. I got more drinks to drink.
All right. Well, I have a story to read. I'm going to mark it. And Glitch, if you want to hang out in YouTube, I'm not sure if there's anything that needs to happen over there. I don't think so, but it wouldn't hurt. Just check it out. So, all right. Going to mark it. I'm going to move into my first creepypasta. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move into my first creepypasta of the show. And this one was recommended to us today by Tatum S., who reached out via our website. They filled out that form. It came directly to us, and it recommended the creepypasta known as My Dad is a Chair.
That's fucked up.
And they're like, I can't even begin to describe this, but hey, why don't you check it out? It might be something you enjoy reading. And I enjoyed reading it, and I was like, I'm going to save the rest because I want to see what happens. But I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. The title doesn't lie. My dad is a chair. To be specific, he's a fully upholstered, bright orange angel accent living room chair.
Angel accent.
The kind with wooden legs you'd find in any 3-piece suit from the 70s. He's pretty comfortable, truth be told. A little lumpy in places, but his padding is soft. Warm, too. He's always warm. He's also the telltale ba-thump, ba-thump, ba-thump coming from his back cushion. A steady rhythm at my lumbar to remind me I'm sitting in no ordinary chair.
Oh, it's like his heart.
Yeah. He wasn't always a chair. Until last year, he was Kevin, the accountant. He was 51, slightly overweight, and generally seemed to enjoy life as a human. He was married to Mom. He still is, but, well, as you can imagine, it's a little complicated now.
She can still sit on him.
It was funny at first. That's odd. It was funny at first. He came home from work one day and just sat in a corner of the living room. When we'd ask him why he was sitting on the floor and not the $4,000 cream leather couch, he'd just smile and say, "It feels right here." It stopped being funny the morning he didn't go to work. Turns out he hadn't slept the night before. He'd been watching a movie with Mom but hadn't gone to bed with her. She left him sitting in his spot, unsuspicious of the "I'm not tired, I'll be up a little later" lie. She and I both begged him to get up, but he refused to move. He phoned in sick at work, the whole deal. Just spent the day sitting on the floor in his corner. We kept asking him what was wrong, why he wouldn't get up except to use the bathroom, and he kept just saying no. No, this feels right. Mom phoned the doctor around the third day of this. He'd stopped eating or drinking, you see. Stopped getting up to use the bathroom, too. Surprisingly, though, there weren't as many, accidents as you'd think. Once he'd allowed the last of the food and drink to leave him, it seemed to stop coming. We also didn't hear his belly growl despite going a day and a half without food. The doctor couldn't make sense of it. Their first guess was that it was psychosomatic, but that wouldn't explain the absence of digestive activity exposed by the stethoscope. They said they'd be back to take some blood samples in a few days after they liaised with some colleagues. Unfortunately, as I said, this was last year, 2020. We never heard back from the doctor thanks to the virus that shall not be named. I guess guy with gut troubles who refuses to move is low on the priorities list during a global pandemic.
Sorry.
Always with the ring hitting the table.
It was my watch that time.
Wow, that's an expensive ass watch too.
I know. It's an expensive ass ring. I don't know what the...
The ring is more durable and can take more damage because you can get it like polished or whatever when you take it in than the watch.
That's true.
I feel like the watch, if you scratch it, it's just going to be scratched forever.
It is scratched.
Getting back to it anyways. Somehow Mom managed to wrangle long-term sick leave with Dad's company. Decades of loyal employeeism combined with Mom's attendance of every company barbecue and softball game helped Mr. Bannerfrag buy the, quote, unexplained stomach concern requiring hospitalization, end quote, excuse. I'll never forget that phone call. At the time, Dad losing his job was the worst case scenario for both of us. He'd always been the breadwinner. Neither of us could support ourselves without him. We'd lose the house in under a year. Dad didn't seem too perturbed by Mom's frantic pacing or the lies she wormed through the phone to Mr. Bannerfrag. He just stirred. He just stared at the wall serenely, hovering his butt half a foot from the carpet, balancing with his legs bent and his hands flat on the ground behind him.
Hot.
That night, I fell asleep listening to Mom yelling at Dad. He never yelled back. We started noticing the physical changes a few days later. That's when we realized this wasn't psychosomatic. Unfortunately, our shitty, quote, best insurance deal on the market, end quote, doctor wasn't picking up the phone. We'd get passive-aggressive emails informing us they were, quote, waiting to hear back from colleagues, end quote, but that was it. This was not good, especially not when the joints in Dad's arms and legs had fused. The not goodness of the doctor's silence increased 1,000-fold when we sent pictures of Dad's hands and feet flaking off like discarded spider husks the following week.
What the fuck?
Did the response change? No. We got a very snippy email about shortages on ICU wards and the, quote, critical international situation, end quote. Mom's shouting match with the chief of medicine, the one she demanded her way up the phone chain to speak to, didn't change things. We were on our own.
Dang, this story's long.
Mom spent all her time in the living room with Dad. I'd help her wash him, try and make him eat, talk to him when she'd tire out and fall asleep on the rug. Every day of this routine brought with it new changes in Dad's body. It started with his limbs, as you can probably guess. When his hands and feet fell off, there was no blood. They flaked apart, crusty and dry and brittle throughout.
His feet fell off.
Even the bones on his toes and fingers had the density and consistency of dead skin. The wrists and ankles they left behind were smooth and hard. It was difficult to tell whether we were looking at flesh or exposed bone. The dark, shining surface seemed to blend into his normal arm at the base of the stumps. This discoloration would rise further up his limbs daily, and before long, I awoke to see Dad's head and torso fused to the wooden chair leg supporting my weight while I write this.
What the?
So he's sitting on his dad while he's writing this, apparently.
Oh my God.
Well, I use the term Dad's head and torso in the loosest possible sense. By the time his limbs were completely replaced, the rest of him had undergone a slow, harrowing transformation of its own. His shoulders and the arms attached to them descended lower and lower. They found their final resting place at Dad's pelvis, sat squarely behind his rigid legs. The chest area they left behind had its own problems. Day by day, Dad's neck retracted further inwards. It didn't stop when his jaw met collarbone either. It pulled Dad's head deep into his rib cage. His face flattened as the skull supporting it sank, forcing his eyes to point in opposite directions. Eventually, they slid down to where his nipples once lay, resting glassy and vacant on his pecs.
I don't like this.
The change
is gross.
The change wasn't quick enough to break his jaw, though. Instead, it bent outwards, its hinges spreading wide across Dad's broad chest. Each morning, I'd find Mom sobbing over a fresh, unnecessary piece of himself he'd discarded. Hair, ears, nose, his thingy.
What?
All of them flaked off and crumbled to dust in her hands.
What the fuck?
He lost the ability to speak as his head withdrew. Unsurprising, though, right? He made his intentions clear before he went. The last words he ever said to me. Don't cry. I am a chair. Always was chair. Happy as chair. That was the worst part, I think. Knowing that whatever the fuck was happening to Dad, he wasn't resisting it. That when he'd got that initial urge to sit in the corner and knock it up, he didn't fight it. That he was happy this way. The implication being that when he was human, when he was a father and a husband and an accountant, he wasn't.
That's so sad.
Sadly, I still don't know why or how Dad became a chair. I didn't post any photos, you see. Mom wouldn't let me. Didn't want the embarrassment. Wanted to keep Dad's dignity intact. Thing is, I agreed with her and kind of still do. I'm glad I didn't go to the socials with pics of Dad at various stages of his journey. The temptation was there to see if anyone could help. Nobody could have, though. Could they? Dad would have just become another internet circus freak.
Y'all didn't know? You can stop the chair transformation.
I've done enough research
There's a way.
And digging over the months to know that... damn it.
What the fuck is...
I'm doing what you do. I've done enough research and digging over the months to know that whatever happened to Dad, he's the only one. Well, almost only. Mom's own changes started around the time Dad's skin was rethreading into orange fabric and his eyes had hardened into plastic buttons. Her change was a little different. It started in her torso, stretching her day by day while she remained in crab pose. I must say...
So she became a couch.
She makes a great couch.
Oh my fuck, dude.
Her transformation may have been a little more distressing, but the end result is better. Sorry, Dad. It is what it is. I think the worst part with Mom was the despondency. Dad was so serene as he changed. Mom, though. Mom wouldn't stop weeping. Quiet sobs, tears that fell for a few days even after her own eyes had become flat plastic. Oh, she wasn't crying because of the change, though, I think. I think it was because she wouldn't get to see how beautiful I'll look when I go through my own metamorphosis.
No. What?
Thing is, I get it now. Dad was right. He was chair. Mom was couch.
Oh.
I am coffee table.
No.
I always was. I was scared at first when I realized. The truth hit me like a piano drop from the Empire State Building. I was scrubbing the last of Mom's remaining human skin when it struck through every bone in my wrong body, just as it must have done to both Mom and Dad. I spent that whole night sitting on Dad, tears falling down my cheeks, staring at my spot. I didn't want it to be true. I screamed for it not to be, more than once. I couldn't deny the facts. I knew deep down to my bones, though, that spot, the space on the rug, in front of the chair, Dad, and couch Mom, is for me. It's mine. It's where I belong. Unlike blissfully accepting Dad and weeping, resigning Mom, I fought it for a few days. I'm not like them. I'm only 17. I have had dreams, ambitions, goals. I wanted to go to college, settle down, marry some lucky guy, be a mom. I wasn't ready to give up on my human form. I spent my nights begging for more time. Nothing answered. The urges didn't abate. My awareness of reality, now the illusions had been swept away, was too great. When I have slept this last week or so, my dreams have always been the same. I dreamt of true reality, of how I now know things should be. I dream of me in my place. My body elongated and wooden and flat, as is right, as is correct, as is natural. I have long, blissful slumbers filled with the feeling of hot ceramic mugs on my tabletop and thick carpet beneath my forelegs. This is so good. I can't fight it anymore. I'm posting this here, but also printing it out to leave as a note for the removal guys. I want them to be careful with us when the bank repossesses the house and we end up in storage. Please keep us together, if you can. We're a set. Dad's sick leave ended months ago. As you can imagine, the foreclosure notices have been piling up. I stopped caring about the pile of mail under the door around the time that Mom's ribcage split and flattened into her wide pinstripe velvet upholstered back.
What the fuck?
I haven't been hungry in days, or thirsty. I'm not even sure I'm breathing now that I think about it. I'm still scared, but I've come to accept that this is the way things have to be. I don't know why. They just do. Maybe it's a curse. Maybe this house is buried on some ancient ritual site. Maybe it's just some freak anomaly of physics. Who knows? Whatever the reason, I have to suck it up and accept the way things are. This body, this walking, wobbling mass of skin and bone and ghibli bits that I love so much, isn't right. It isn't mine.
Ghibli bits?
I'm not meant for it anymore. Once I post this and print the copy for the removal guys, I'm going to get in my spot. Then it's just a case of closing my eyes and waiting. I can already feel my limbs pulling inward, my thighs and upper arms sliding to where they'll meet at my navel in a few days. There's a tugging on the back of my knees where they'll bend in on themselves, and all 20 of my fingers and toes grow number with each hour that passes. Do I have any regrets? Thousands. There's so much I'll never get to do, to see, to go, or to be. I can't hide from the truth, though. Not anymore. I am Coffee Table.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Robin's
Who
review
wrote
of
this?
Robin's review of the story is what the fuck?
Who wrote this?
It's a good question. The Coffee Table wrote it very clearly.
God damn it.
Pretty
babe.
sure it was anonymous on this like random subreddit.
Okay, well, what the fuck? I mean, it was did a good fuck. I can't even speak now.
It was very well written, very weird.
I
It reminds me of an
liked it.
episode of like Outer Limits or Twilight Zone, or like maybe not Tales from the Crypt, but maybe Goosebumps because it's kind of wholesome.
Fuck. It reminds me of like Are You Afraid of the Dark type stuff and Goosebumps, where it's just so cheesy and very weird, but I really enjoyed it. I just imagine their dog is like the little tiny table stand next to the couch,
Aw.
you know, like with the little lampstand. Or like it's like Beauty and the Beast type shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Where, you know, the people are the furniture.
Except this took a lot longer for the transformation to take place, and they seem very okay with it.
Yeah.
So, either way, I thought this one was really funny, and I was so excited to share it with you, and I'm glad you reacted pretty much how I did when I was reading. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So, I hope you all enjoyed it. All right, I'm going to mark it. Let's read some redemptions. Shout out to Latreia, who redeemed a high five, which I think we already did.
I still have more drinks to take.
I'm going to go ahead and do the high five. Anyways, I know we did it, Latreia, but we're going to do it again.
There's one from Chris Wolf, too.
It's Curse Wolf 89, actually. Shout out to
Gotta
911 Girl, who resubscribed for the 17th month. Said, Happy Holidays. Woo.
Happy holidays!
Excuse me, hiccups. Aside from the high five Curse Wolf redeemed, he also redeemed 2 drinks.
Well, he redeemed one drink, and the Matrix did the other one.
Excuse me, that is the accurate information.
Yeah.
Well, here's my Enzo Matrix drink.
I think.
And I'll do the Curse Wolf here in a second. All right. I'm going to scroll up and see what you wonderful folks have been saying during that show. During that email. Because I know it was weird as fuck, but I loved it. All right. Hello from Hey It's Waves. Here we go. Adam says, hang out on YouTube. He says, like I'm not watching Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. LOL. I got you, Adam. I know. I'm just making
Thanks,
sure.
Glitch.
Lizzie B says, it's taken me over a year to finish the Babadook. LOL. I'm about to pause it again in the last 15 minutes.
I like that movie.
It wasn't
I don't
what
like
I expected,
the ending.
but I didn't dislike it. It was just different than what I thought it would be, but it wasn't bad. Lizzie says, should give up, really. No, you're so close. Gonna keep scrolling. Lizzie says the ending is terrible anyways. That's exactly what Robin just said, too.
It is an awful ending, but overall it is a good movie. I just wish they would have done a different ending.
Yeah. Queen Effany says, it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't even remember it. Glitch says to Lizzie B, so funny story. The Babadook is an LGBTQ plus icon because for some reason Netflix decided it was an LGBTQ movie. Hilarious. We'll take him. I remember seeing that whole thing play out on the internet where it was in like the category and everyone's like, whatever, we'll take the Babadook.
Like that mess up in Netflix all the time.
Yeah.
Because I've scrolled back and forth through movies and it gets like the picture gets stuck on a movie, but the title, it's like the title of the picture will be one movie, but it'll get stuck on the text from a different movie. It's really fucking
Those are
weird.
always so funny. When it's like a horror movie's description of like pasted onto a cartoon where it makes it sound like the cartoon's gonna be horrifying. Lizzie B says, how do I tag y'all on my post? It just depends on what social media you're posting on.
But usually at and then whatever.
Yeah, at Scaryish Pod, at Scaryish Podcast, one of those. Lizzie B says, don't know why it's so hard. Gonna keep
to watch
scrolling.
that movie.
I know.
Captain Fake Eye says, why is this story so creepy? Call the ambulance and bring him to the hospital. That's what they should have just done.
But it was the pandemic. The pandemic had kicked off and they're like, the hospitals are full, y'all. You're not getting in here. It's because you don't want to move and you think you're
everyone says this story is fuck nuts.
It was so fucking weird.
Donosaur says, I hate picturing this.
This story is all over. LOL.
Chloe says, why is this story making me sweat uncomfortably?
And Beatrice says, okay, the story made me actually set aside my crochet project for a moment. What the actual hell? Queen Effany says, I am a chair. The shocked Pikachu face from Glitch. Liz Tree says, this reminds me of a short story on another podcast I listened to.
It's some animal. Maybe a reindeer. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be shocked Pikachu.
It's not, but though. It's like, it's got a nose. No, it's a Rudolph. It has a red nose and little tiny baby horns.
Okay, cool. They look like a Pikachu with a shocked face. All right. Glitch says there is no other podcast, only Scaryish. Lizzie B says this is the first chair morph story. Which says, and the other podcast that exists is the Wheel of Time Show about the Wheel of Time Show, which you put the website up for.
And What's for Dinner says, I've been happy having I'm Beef Trainer sitting on me. Am I a chair? What the
You
fuck?
are chair.
Pink Penguin says, there is no Dana, only Scaryish.
There you go. You guys get it. Lizzie B says, man, they just made a whole living room set. True. I'm Beef Trainer. Pardon me while I slap I'm What's for Dinner. Captain Fig, I said, what is this story? Chloe says, what in the actual fuck nuggets is going on in this story? LOL. Glitch says, I am Lazy Boy Chair, I suppose.
Lizzie B says, is window grandma or ottoman grandpa? Pink Penguin says, uncle is ceiling fan. Captain Fake Guy says, auntie is kitchen table. Lizzie B says, cousin bench. Queen Effany says, brother entertainment center.
That's a good one. I'm What's Your Name says, brother is toilet. That's kind of mean. Glitch says, I am Beanie Baby Forgotten in closet.
Aww. Lizzie B says, rug is his second cousin. Oh, Lizzie B says, I would be the toilet. What the fuck?
I am Beatrice says, this is just no words at all.
Pink Penguin says, Stepbro is washing machine.
Chunk says, the story is something else. I'm still processing it. I love that this is going to come out on Christmas Eve. I don't know why. I just love it. Great Gran is the hoe in the shed, says Lizzie B. Literal hoe. Oh, damn. Keep scrolling here.
Captain Fake Eye says, man, the way people are escaping their student loans. I am starting to get the student loan emails where it's like, get prepared to pay back your shit, bitch.
Oh, they just postponed it again.
Oh, did they?
It was supposed to be starting back up February 1st. Now they're going to move it back to May. Yes. Because fucking Omicron is everywhere
I don't want to pay back that stuff right now.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt to like not have to worry about it for a minute.
Beef Trainer says, I think I share in Robin's review of the story the what the fuck reaction. Yeah. They said, do they remain conscious? Will Couch Mom know when people bang? Ugh.
Technically, every time someone bangs on Couch Mom, it's a three-way now. So that's an interesting thing about Captain Vegas says, listen, I don't want to pay my student loans either. Do you think they need a bar stool? Latreia says, air high five from Guatemala. That's hilarious.
I need to take another drink.
Endometric says, what scary movie has a good ending anymore? It's a good point. I feel like they all fall apart
Haunting
in the third
at Hill
act.
House had a very good ending.
I thought it was okay.
But it's not a horror movie, I guess.
It's a horror series.
Show.
Yeah. I also thought the ending fell apart for Midnight Mass. It's just so much of it. I'm not going to spoil it because it is fairly new, but it was just like, wait, so y'all are not going to do the most obvious thing here? Okay, you guys are fucking idiots, whatever.
But the characters were very good. The actors, actresses were
everything
so
leading
good
up
in
to
that.
the ending, I was very happy with.
You hated the people that were supposed to be hated. You loved the people that were supposed to be
loved. The person
loved.
that you are supposed to hate in that show, I hate as much as Dolores Umbridge in Harry Potter.
But everyone says
do.
she's like the nicest person in real
I've heard
life.
that too, which sucks. Chunk says, just watched Kingsman yesterday. It was really good. Y'all would love the scenes with Rasputin. It was weird, yet funny. I'm down to watch it. I want to watch Matrix tonight because I know it came out today, and it's on HBO. I've not read good reviews on it, but hey, I've watched the first 3 movies. I watched the first Matrix probably around 500 times because it was just like on play or just constantly being played in my house growing up. My brother fucking loved that movie.
Queen Effany says, I enjoyed Annabelle Comes Home. My son liked it too. He's only 5 and keeps asking to watch it. Annabelle Comes Home is which one is Annabelle Comes
Home?
The
babysitter one? I haven't seen it yet.
I don't remember. I like Annabelle Creation, obviously.
I like Annabelle Creation. About that. And Matrix says, the Kingsman, the new one, or Kingsman? It's the Kingsman.
It's the King 'S space man. The King's man.
Yes. Glitch says it's ducking reindeer. Spelled wrong. Glitch says also bad sickness update. I have the Omicron, but I am getting better and I am okay at this point. That is good.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry.
Not that you got it, but that you're feeling better.
Obviously. Lizzie B says watching The Witcher season 2.
Nice.
God, Henry Cavill's so fucking hot.
So hot.
So tomorrow, 4 p.m., everyone get ready. Wheel of Time, season 1, episode 8, season finale. What's going to happen? I know what's going to happen. I mean, according to the books, but when is that meant a fucking thing to the show?
Which says it was diagnosed at first as a respiratory infection, but it was a lie. But thank you for the cough medicine. Suppose I also hated it. Queen Effany says The Witcher was amazing.
My friend who has read the books also is so excited. Or excuse me, he absolutely loved Witcher season 2. He binged the whole thing.
Liz Tree says, I finally made it to episode 3 of the first season of The Witcher. Season 1 was just so back and forth and real confusing, but there were points in it where I was just like, this is good.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed season 1. I'm excited to watch season 2. I'm just going to wait until I'm done with Wheel of Time. Liz Tree says, I finally made it to episode 3 of the first season of The Witcher. Nice. Eventually, you'll start
already read that.
realizing like what was happening for the first 3 or 4 episodes. So
Queen Ethne says, I have all the Witcher books, but I've only read one so far. My coworker, she bought all of them for her husband, and there are so many. There are not as many.
It's a fuck ton.
Not as many Wheel of Time books though, right? As the Wheel of Time.
The Wheel of Time is
14.
15 technically, because
Okay.
there's a prequel, which they did pull for the first season from. So I've been like, who the fuck is this character? Why'd you make up characters? 2 of them actually came from the prequel that I didn't read because I heard it was terrible. What are you doing?
Touching your mustache. I haven't seen it until I walked into the room.
I came downstairs with it.
Yeah, but I was watching the show.
Well, way to not even look at me when I came downstairs. Glitch says, for sure it's like a flu, bad, not as bad, but kind of awful in other ways. Yeah, and I would strongly recommend people get vaccinated to make sure you don't overflow the hospital system right now. I have a few friends who are in Indiana who were just like, it's not a big deal at first. And now they're literally begging everyone they know to please go get vaccinated because it is so bad at the hospital they work at. IMB Trans has found this for Adam and his friend and for Glitch. It's Batman. Nice. All right.
His friend appreciates it from wherever he is right now.
Indeed. I'm going to go ahead and run the 60-second ad over there on Twitch. If you are a subscriber on Twitch, you will not get it. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, you will also not get it. We will be back in 1 minute.
Finished off this bottle of soju. And my drink, my high C.
All right, Glitch says, sadly, I'm vaccinated. I wouldn't say that's a sadly. I think that's probably why you're getting better.
Yeah.
It's like you're prepared. Your immune system is prepared to deal with this thing that's going to show up. So,
Pink Penguin says, I'm on Pink Penguin.
Holy
Beak,
shit,
right?
Robin.
I'm on book 10 of Wheel of Time. I have to start thinking about what to read next.
You still got 4 more books to go, dog.
What is that one series right there that you bought but did not ever start reading?
There's 2 over there. There's Mistborn and there's the Bulgarian. So take your pick. Also, there's the 5th season around here. I forget the name of that series, but
isn't it the 5th season?
Book 1 is called the 5th season. 1, 2, and 3 are all award-winning books. Like they came out, not just like a New York Times top 20 bestseller or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like it won like best sci-fi / fantasy novel each year when the new book came out. That's super fucking impressive. So bought the first one, started reading it, lost it on a plane, and then rebought it and haven't picked it back up because I started Wheel of Time. So I think we should be back at this point from the commercial. Yeah, we are. So, but yeah, in case Pink Penguin's not a sub, I just want to go ahead and say, like, at 10, don't start getting too hyped up because you still have books 11, 12, 13, and 14, and book 14's really fucking long. So
when you said not a sub, I was just like, what do you think they are?
Robin thought sex stuff right away. Shocker.
Okay. I watched too much 50 Shades. Anyway.
Liz Patrice says, Mistborn is amazing.
That's that one?
That's
okay.
One of those. That's the Sanderson one down there.
Oh, okay.
So, which is also my dumbass Robin. I got all your books sent to me, so I'm going to have to submit to the PO. I'll do that tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right. So this next story that I'm going to read is titled Anora Petrova. And it begins with like an email subject. So it says to Bree at blah 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 blah.com. Subject, Bree, please read this. And so the email starts, Bree, don't delete this. All caps, ! I know you hate me, but we were best friends once, and I need you to read this. I think I'm in serious trouble, and there's nothing you can do, but I need you to read this so you understand. I know we haven't talked since sectionals. It's been forever, but what happened to you wasn't my fault. At least it wasn't entirely my fault. I know everyone thinks it was, but I would never do anything to hurt you. This is going to sound crazy, but I need to tell you so that someone knows. It started when we were in 8th grade. It was the night before the Crystal Classic competition. I was at home and I couldn't sleep because I was so nervous about competing. Well, I got on the computer and just sort of started surfing the web, but I couldn't concentrate on anything. I was just sitting there, so I Googled myself. I never should have done that, Bree. At first, it was all the usual stuff you find when you Google yourself. Then I found a link to a Wikipedia page about me. I will just put this out there. Googling me brings up fucking a million people with the same exact name as me. It's like impossible to Google me, you know?
I have not Googled myself in a long time. Like 10 years, and I think I did it just to see how common my name was.
Was it common?
Yeah, it's pretty common. There's a lot of Adam Diaz's out there.
All right. I thought our club or dad made it or something. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Did I already read the line about the Wikipedia page?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Marked it.
I thought our club or my dad made it or something. There wasn't much there, just some basic facts about skating. What I lived in, like what city I lived in, but the thing that got to me was that it said I won that year's Crystal Classic. I laughed. I thought for sure someone just did it to encourage me. I confronted my dad about it, but he denied it. When I won the competition the next day, I was so happy. That was the first competition I had ever won, and it felt so good. Remember how hard I worked after that? That's when my parents hired Sergey to coach me. You know how much that must have cost. After that, I would check my page before every competition, and it would always tell the result of how I placed. It said I would win the regionals at 15, and it all came true. After that, Sergey convinced my mom and dad that I had a real shot at the Olympics. That's when they pulled me from school. I skated every day, but I just wasn't progressing the way Sergey said I needed to if I wanted a shot at the championship. I was working so hard and I was skating well, but still, Sergey said it wasn't good enough. When the sectionals came, all I could think about was winning, so I did something I shouldn't have. Everyone was saying that you were the favorite, and I felt like I had already lost the competition, so I made a Wikipedia account and tried to update my page to say that I was the winner. The thing is that after I tried to update the page, I checked it, and all it said was, quote, Anora Petrova is a selfish little bitch who is going to get what she deserves, end quote. I'm assuming Anora Petrova's the friend. No. The friend is Bree.
Yeah,
never mind.
The writer, the author is Anora Petrova.
Okay. I broke down. That's why I looked so awful the next day. I was in a daze. I remember watching your routine and seeing your blade snap, and the next thing I know, I was on the ground and my face was covered in blood from where the tip flew off and sliced my forehead.
Fuck.
Then they told me it was my fault because I had your skates in my possession earlier. Bree, I honestly didn't do anything to your skates. I wanted to win, but I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. When they told me I was banned from any further competitions, everyone said that I got what I deserved. No one even asked for my side of the story. I guess you heard that Sergey dropped me after that. He said I ruined him. No one would talk to me. Do you know what it's like to be ostracized by everyone? I couldn't even get ice time. And then the page got worse. Anytime I checked it, it would say all these horrible things about me. I can't even tell you half of them. The language was so vile. I'd cry every time I read it, but I couldn't stop checking. I knew I had to do something, so I made a complaint to Wikipedia. I even tried calling them, but no one there claimed to know anything about the page. I was home alone that Friday night and decided to check it to see if it had been taken down.
Great movie.
Friday night? Home Alone. Oh, damn it. The page was still there, only this time it said, Anora Petrova is a pathetic little orphan.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
This story is rough.
I freaked. I kept calling my parents to warn them, but every time I'd call, all I would hear was this horrible laughter on the other end. I must have called them 100 times until I couldn't take the sound of the laughing anymore. After the accident, the police gave me their phones, and there wasn't any record of my calls that night. I was so devastated. Before that, I was so busy training all day and doing homeschool, I never realized just how alone I had been the whole time. I know you tried to reach out, but I was so depressed and angry, I just shut everything out. Once I turned 18 and got the settlement money from the court, I came to Switzerland. I got to reinvent myself. My skating really took off. It hasn't been a year, and I feel like everything that happened was so long ago. That's why I shouldn't have done it, Bree. I'm writing you now from an old hotel outside of Prague. I'm auditioning for the ice circus tomorrow. I know it's the kind of thing we used to make fun of, but I really want this. I was feeling really nervous, and out of an old habit, I checked my page. It's so hard to say this, but when I checked the page to see if I'd get the job tomorrow, all it says is Honora Petrova died friendless and alone, and it has today's date listed as the date of my death. I'm sobbing so hard I can barely type this, but I wanted you to know the truth. Please believe me, Bree. I attached a screenshot of the page so you'll believe me. It's all there, just as I told you. I don't know what to do. I don't know anyone here, and nobody speaks English. I keep refreshing the page. God, it's been forever. I keep refreshing, but it still hasn't changed. I'm waiting for midnight. I don't know what to do, so I locked myself in my room. There's only a few minutes to midnight now. There's a song about that, right?
Minutes to midnight.
Is it seconds, minutes?
I'm pretty sure it's an album.
All I can do is refresh the page. I'm exhausted, but I can't stop. I'm afraid to leave the computer until I know what happens next. And that's it. And then with that story, there's like a picture of the Wikipedia page, and it has like a picture of her that looks like she's a ghost. Date of birth. And then it says deceased. It just says all this information and all this stuff that happened to them. It's really pretty in-depth for somebody who created this thing, you know? But yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's clear someone actually went to Wikipedia and made a page, or they did a really good job editing in Photoshop to make this look exactly like a page.
Yeah, like the beginning where it has like the TLDR on the top. It's just like born, died, what they did, died friendless, orphan because she was a greedy little piggy. It's like somebody wrote all this stuff,
right.
You know?
Definitely. It's kind of weird though. Sometimes when I look for creepypastas, I'll find stuff that has like accompanying videos or like a bunch of effort that's gone into it. And while I do think that's cool, it's really hard to convey over the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this was a really good example of how you could do that. But either way, shout out to whoever wrote Honora Petrova. It was a pretty good story.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's go over into stream chat and see what you folks had to say during that one.
Liz Beatrice says 2 minutes to midnight is Iron Maiden song. It's that song that's like 2 minutes to midnight.
I was thinking of that I'm gonna Google it. The God damn it, Linkin Park album.
Midnight Sun.
Minutes to Midnight.
Is it Minutes to Midnight?
Called it.
What's Midnight Sun? I don't fucking know.
It might be a song of theirs, maybe.
I don't know.
Either way, I'm not crazy. I made a fucking reference today during work. We had a meeting, and it was like we have a weekly business review where our partners in a different country give us a report of how things have been going for our games and stuff like that, and they report to me and a couple other people. And they brought up one of the tickets that they had dealt with, and someone was complaining about a feature in our game that they want changed. And I was like, it's like you get free time to play the game. You don't use your lives. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think like most games that make you pay in like you have 5 lives or whatever, and every time you lose one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everyone has that mechanic. Everyone always winds up requesting like, I want to be able to pause my unlimited lives, so when I'm not playing, I can come back and unpause it. And it's like
it's a good feature to have.
It's like that's not the point of balancing a game. It's like you're encouraging people to play during that time by giving them the unlimited lives. So I was like, look, we got to stop taking these fucking DSATs. Explain to these people this is not a feature that's going to change. Stop trying to get their hopes up. Like once the timer starts, the clock ticks life away.
God damn it!
I was like, as Linkin Park would say, and like everyone busted up laughing. And then for the next minute of me talking, they ignored me, and in the chat for the Zoom,
we're typing the lyrics to the fucking song. God damn it! Captain Pig, I said, Midnight Sun is a Twilight book. Yes, it is. I gotta pee. I gotta pee.
Cool, have fun.
Thanks.
Get the fuck out of here. Twat. And she left the fucking door open too, so I guess fuck the audio, whatever. Looks like you just have a stubby arm that you give me the middle finger with. Don't rub my makeup off. I worked hard on this. All right. She still didn't close the fucking door, this bitch. All right. Elizabeth Tree said Mistborn is amazing. Gonna try and get to where we left off. Alex Versus series is good as well, says Enzo Matrix. Bunny Cakes says, sorry I'm late. No worries. Thank you for joining us, Bunny Cakes. Gonna keep scrolling. Enzo Matrix says, I've listened to it 4 times. Gonna keep scrolling here. Elizabeth says, I suggest Mr. Be Gone by Clive Barker. Enzo Matrix says, now I have to wait for Elizabeth Tree and myself to finish The Wheel of Time, and then we can reread / finish Alex Versus and then the latest Spellmonger. Nice. Ken Vega says, oh my god, twat is so long though. It really is. It really is. Faye says, I'm stuck on book 4. LOL, book 4 is right here. I have it next to me because I was reading it today. It's a very thick book, and it's not like one of those young children's novels or whatever that has like big print. It's the small stuff, y'all. And this book doesn't even have a fucking prologue, and they normally do. And it is, before you get to the glossary, it ends at page 992. This is, I think, the second longest book in the series. But it's so fucking good. Like, I can't wait to get to some of the stuff that comes out. All right. Gonna keep scrolling. Into Matrix says, I'm on Dragon Reborn right now. That is the 4th episode of the season, I think, and the 3rd book of the series. I'm Trent says, why does the story make me think of the Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan incident back in the 90s? Well, I mean, it's figure skating and sabotage, so I think there's like only one major event that happened with those two things combined, but I'm sure there's been other ones that weren't as famous too. Liz Tree said 2 Minutes to Midnight is an Iron Maiden song, both a song and an album. Cat of Vegas says, well, Iron Maiden is still around and making music. The Midnight Sun thing. Glitch says, unpopular opinion, Twilight is awful. Sorry, but not sorry. Vampires are not sparkly. I don't know how unpopular that is. I feel like it's like 50-50 for anyone who knows what Twilight is. Chunk says, I think Edward POV from Twiggy, if I remember correctly, from Twilight. Captain Vegas says, LOL, I also don't love Twilight, but I was once a teenage girl. Weren't we all? Bunny Cake says, I'm in public and forgot my headphones, so people keep giving me weird looks when Adam swears. It's great. I didn't think I was swearing that much. Elizabeth Tree says, I'm glad I'm listening to the books rather than reading them. I don't have time to actually read late. I think a lot of people like to listen to the books nowadays too, because you can do 2 things at once. It makes things a lot more simple. And we are caught up. So once Robin gets back, I will read. And I'm telling y'all, my next one is super, super short. So we're going to do that. And because Marbles didn't work last week, I've tested it today. It's working. We're going to do at least 3. We'll do 2 regulars, 1 battle royale, and then we'll see if Robin's up for a 4th. So, all right. Spunny Cake says, you're not. It just seems to be what people hear. LOL. It's funny. Captain Vegas says, Team Edward or Team Jacob? Team Meteor. I would hope that it would hit and wipe out that entire region, and I wouldn't have to ever worry about that again. I don't know. If I had to pick, probably Edward, just because I know that the werewolf imprints on like a fucking fetus or something like that. It gets really weird, so it's just so odd. Chunks says, yes, Marbles. Well, I mean, we still got my short story to go. Hopefully Robin's going to be back here soon. If not, like, you guys can actually sit here and I'll just read Chapter 1, Seeds of Shadow. The Wheel of Time turns. No, I'm not going to do that to y'all. Be kind of cool, though. Be really fun. Bunny Cake says, I loved Bella's dad in that movie. He's the only realistic one in the whole movie. I will say I saw a meme that said, like, characters that aren't supposed to age or change their appearance throughout the Twilight series, and it showed all the vampires and werewolves and how different they look in like every movie. And then it shows like the human being who's supposed to change as time goes on, and it shows Bella's dad, and he looks the exact same in every fucking movie. And it's like, who's the real immortal here? Queen Effany says, Team Alice, she had my heart. Glitch says, I mean, okay, they're hot, but if I can't have an intelligent and engaging conversation with you, your abs are useless. That's hilarious. Captain Vega says, the real question, Team Nynaeve or Team Moraine? Team Moraine, by far. And I know everything that happens in the series. Everything that happens. Nynaeve just is kind of a bitch. Like, she gets cool, but like that episode that we had where we talked about how she was just rude for no reason, like, unfortunately, that's like book Nynaeve, and it gets really annoying. Chunk says, didn't What We Do in the Shadows make a parody of the baseball scene from Twilight? I still haven't watched that show, but that sounds hilarious. Captain Vega says, who needs an intelligent conversation? We can have Land's abs. Yeah, but he can have an intelligent conversation, and then you get the abs. So it's like they're the payoff. I'm just sitting here trying to, I was going to say glamp. I'm just sitting here trying to vamp for as long as I can until Robin gets back. She's taking fucking forever. Queen Effany says, that show is wonderful. I keep hearing that we need to watch it. It's supposed to be hilarious. Oh my god. Cool. So I think what's going to happen for anyone who might be listening to Twats, is we're going to have this week's episode, which will be the season finale. Next week, we will record and we will do a season recap, which will be fun. And I want to have like a spoiler corner where we have at least 5 minutes where we just like sit down and say like, here's stuff that should be happening soon. Do we think it's actually going to happen? And then after that, we'll move into some bonus content. which I'm really excited. We've already recorded. Hopefully Garrett's already edited it. And then I'm thinking of some other stuff that I can do as well. I kind of want to have a little segment called Book Police, or like woo 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 woo, and it's like 5 minutes, and it's just like little blurbs that we can release during the off season, where it's like I'll go through pieces of the series as I rewatch it and talk about like how different it is from the books and whether or not it actually worked. Which I think could be fun. Maybe it winds up being social media. Maybe it winds up being Patreon only content. Maybe it hits the main feed. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just trying to spitball some ideas for some additional content. So we only have 8 episodes in the season, and the first day of the season came out. 3 of those episodes dropped. So it's not the best when you're trying to make a long-term successful podcast to have 48 weeks of dead air. So we've been trying to figure out how we can make sure that does not happen. What the fuck? All right. Someone asked, did Robin's pee turn into a poo? I think it was just going to be a poo the whole time, y'all. All right. Let's message her and see what she says. I'm going to try and be casual about this. I heard her yell at me, so I'm going to yell at her via text message. All right. I said very sweetly, what the fuck? We're live. We'll see how she responds to that. She is, however, in the semifinals of our fantasy football league. I have just very narrowly avoided the last place game, so I'll be playing for 7th or 8th place, which is really nice because I thought it was going to wind up in the worst game. She has not checked her message or responded. Jesus Christ. Killer Cupcake says, hello. Sorry I'm late. No worries. Glitch says, I mean, abs and intelligence and decent conversation take everything. You win. Fuck. Don't lie to all of us. Immediately, people were asking, like, is that a poo or pee?
Yeah, it turned into a poop. I'm allowed to shit.
Faye says, I just ran about how hot the characters are. She rants about more than that. Center yourself, please. You're like literally riding your armrest onto my armrest so that you could be uncentered.
Who's Hot on Twat is my favorite segment.
It is. She fell asleep listening to the other episode. The episode this past week, I was listening to it to make sure there's nothing that needed to be taken out. And I was listening for the crackling from the fire as well. And after Who's Hot on Twat, she fell asleep. She was like, I don't give a fuck about anything anymore. Like, the only thing she's here for is Faye. And then she goes to sleep. All right. Marking it. Gonna move into my last story and the last story of the show if the mark ever works. Holy fuck nuts. There we go.
You used it.
What, fuck nuts?
Fuck nuts.
Yeah, but I used it the right way. You're like, that's fuck nuts. All right.
It was fuck nuts.
I'm going to go ahead and move into the last story of the show. And this one's subject is, he stood against my window. Be forewarned, this is a very short story. And it goes like this. I don't know why I looked up, but when I did, I saw him there. He stood against my window. His forehead rested against the glass, and his eyes were still and light, and he smiled a lipstick red cartoonish grin, and he just stood there in the window. My wife was upstairs sleeping, my son was in his crib, and I couldn't move. I froze and watched him looking past me through the glass. Oh, please no, his smile never moved, but he put a hand up and slid it down the glass, watching me. With matted hair and yellow skin and face through the window. I couldn't do anything. I just stayed there, frozen, feet still in the bushes I was pruning, looking into my home. He stood against my window.
What the fuck?
Yeah, when I read that, I was like, fuck. Like, that was short, but it had such a twist that it really, like, made me feel uncomfortable.
So his family is inside
with this person, and he's outside looking at this person through the window because he had been pruning his
and
bushes.
They see him. They have to see him.
They're staring at him, like through him. So it's like the fact that you think he's looking out his own window, you know, like
that's what I thought.
That's how it starts out, and that's the assumption that you make. They never, you know, outright state that he's in his own house, and then when the end hits, you're just like, oh fuck, this guy is in this person's house and he's outside. And his wife and kid are upstairs. So
that's horrific.
Yeah, it's a good one to end on. So
thanks.
Pretty good stuff
for that.
Enjoy that.
I appreciate it. I didn't know.
You're not even talking to your microphone. You're looking at your face and talking to that.
I didn't know I needed that horrifying story in my life.
It's called Pastatime, and they're called creepypastas. So you've been creepypasted. What's up?
Nice.
All right, cool. So yeah, that was my last one. Nice little quick hitter. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to move over into marbles. And since marbles didn't work last week, we're going to do 3, maybe 4. Want to do 3 races and 1 battle royale?
Sure.
All right. That's what we're going to do, y'all.
Since we're so early.
We are.
We had 2 short stories this time.
And I think it'll work better because a lot of times our Pastatime episodes run really, really long. But let's go ahead and get this booted up.
I was going to say ASB Bunny, but Bunny Cakes had 3 quail and named them adorable names. Did you read them?
I didn't because I just hit the marbles button and it's going to say the twat. The chat went away.
You're a twat.
We're trying to think of what to call people that listen to the Wheel of Time show about the Wheel of Time show. And I mean, twats makes the most sense, but it's just rude. Twatters would also work. All right.
I don't even know what you would call them. Like, what do you call Wheel of Time fans now?
Losers? That's what they were always called when I was growing up. I don't know. All right.
You gotta have a cool name like how fans of Benedict Cumberbatch are Cumber Bitches.
That is a good name. Glitch says, I mean, if I'm trying to talk to someone and I'm like, hey, something Batman, like, oh yeah, Batman for Marvel, get the fuck out of my house. That's
it's hilarious. Like when you're talking about Legend of Zelda and it's like, oh, Zelda's the green guy, right?
Yeah, it's like, I'll stab you in the throat, I swear to God. Lizardry says, I hate this story. Immediate chills. Bunny Cake said, what the fuck? And then he said, I named them Lord of the Wings, Chandler Wing, and Rockstar Wing. Wow. Chloe says, reminds me of a 911 call, creepypasta with different twists, ending, and shorter. Glitch says, do not buy this evil.
I think it's do not put this evil on me.
Do not put this evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Lizardry says, I love those names. We just watched an episode of How I Met Your Mother where he had doves.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney Dove and Kurt Cobain. It was so fucking funny. Captain Vega says, Mr. Captain Vega is going to try and join. Mm-hmm. Nice. Pink Penguin suggested twatters. Hotties on twatties. Wheelers? That's not bad.
Wheelers,
and Pink Penguin said, you mean Bandersnatch Cucumber? Yeah, something like that.
Bandersnatch is that one thing on Netflix.
With all the multiple endings?
Yeah.
We spent so much time
like
going
5
through that
hours,
thing
dude.
to get all the endings.
Holy shit.
All right, let's move over into marbles on stream. Type in exclamation point vote, then a space, and the number that corresponds with the track you would like to race. And we're going to save the Battle Royale for the end.
Wheelers isn't bad. Twatters is what I would call them, but or twat. I would legitimately just call them all twats.
You're a bunch of fucking twats.
What up, my twats?
What's funny is that growing up, the rival high school to my high school, which was Boone Grove High School, was another place called Wheeler. So calling someone a Wheeler has never had a good connotation for me.
Oh, poor baby.
Because they're a bunch of fucking twats.
We've gone full circle. It's a Wheel of Time.
My favorite cousin, Yolanda Squirrel Tree, is a Bearcat, which is Wheeler's mascot, or otherwise known as the fucking
Wait, so
twat.
she went to Wheeler and you didn't?
Correct. I went to Boone Grove because we didn't live in the same house. That's why.
But don't you live near each other?
No, not. If I lived across the street, I would have gone to a different school. God damn it.
I didn't do it.
There's so much grossness in this. Ugh. It's like a bug in there.
Ew.
Fuck. It sucks.
What's on your mouth?
Nothing. A mustache.
That's what fell in there.
It's from putting it over here and having all this shit moved around it. All right. Says we have an unread message on Insta. Do we really?
I don't know. I'm going to check right now.
Okay. All right. Right now, hard landing. My favorite kind of landing. Actually, that's not true. When I fly, I don't want a hard landing at all. Is in #1 spot with 6 votes. A lot of other ones have 1 vote. Gonna let it keep scrolling back, and if it's still #1 by the time it gets back to it, we're gonna race that one. Glitch says, I fought them for you. I mean, they didn't score 4 touchdowns in a single game. If you get that reference, you're my best friend. Obviously, that's Al Bundy from Married with Children.
Really seen it.
God damn it, Robin. All right.
No, I don't see any unread. Maybe it's on Wheel of Time or something. Do you have a Wheel of Time Instagram?
We do, but I don't think there's anything on there. It might be for my personal one.
Ooh.
IMB Trans says, that's an interesting name for a track, Big Ball Racing. Yeah, it is. It's number 60. Keep that in mind because we have 2 more votes to go. But, all right. I'm going to let it scroll. We're going to be racing hard landing. Let's stop fucking waiting on this. So, average time to complete it, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Record time, 56 seconds.
Kill
Holy
Cupcake
shit.
redeemed a high five. High five.
Boom. All right, what else? For us, we've raced this track before. It took us 2 minutes and 33 seconds, and the world record holder, the Scaryish record holder, is Amelia P with 1:54. Let's jump in there and see if we can beat that record. Glitch says, that's fucking right, Adam. We're going to have to do karate in the garage tonight, and then we're going to clear the room for bunk beds. We'll have so much more space for activities. ! Play to get your marble on stream. And of course, if you win, you get
a sticker.
A free Scaryish sticker sent directly to you. I'm going to set this timer. No. Get off my boobs. Stop doing that on there. You know I fucking hate it.
I wanted to touch your fingers.
Sure you did.
Yes,
you went for my boob. You didn't go for my hand.
Your hand is up here.
Get out. You just moved my hand to my boob. Stop it. Starting the countdown with 60 seconds. All right. We have 16 marbles in the stream. You have 60 seconds from right now to get your marble on stream.
It's nice hands you have.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I need a haircut. Look at my hair, man. It's getting out of hand.
It just looks like hair to me. Iwatchna says, you'll miss her molesting you when she moves. I definitely will.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
A huge shame that the things that I'll miss are all things that I despise.
Says Watchers. Wheel of Time Chers.
It's not bad. Twatchers would also
Twatchers. Wheel of Time Chers.
We call it the Twatch Along when we do the Watch Along. The Wheel of Time Watch Along. Twatch Along. So, yeah. Twatchers would work.
Twatchers.
I just want to, I want to call them fuck nuggets, but I know that that's probably not the best and it doesn't make any sense. Watchers is pretty good. All right. We're going to get going here. 17 marbles. Pretty good odds to win yourself a prize. Let's check and see what the track looks like while the marbles all move towards that giant funnel. Okay, I think we remember this one. Please stop messing with my hand while I try and control this.
Hands are nice.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, everyone's circling the hole. Gonna see who the first person will be to get into it, because they'll have a distinct advantage on completing the track. Someone finished this track in 56 seconds.
Oh my god,
We've already gone
ending.
25 seconds and no one's even gotten in the hole yet.
How the fuck?
And Amelia P's ghost ball for the record-setting pace is right there. So even the person who has the fastest time for Scaryish hadn't gotten through the hole in the first 42 seconds. I fucking hate tracks that start with funnels. It is so boring. Let's go in the hole. Oh, it's nice in here. Okay, let's see who comes through first and if they're going to go left or right. I like this camera view. What do you think, y'all? Yeah, let's score Stacey.
What's your dinner says, is this a rim job?
Yeah, sure. Google it. You'll see the same thing.
Ew! Bunny Cake says, I would gladly be a fuck nugget.
That's awesome. Enzo Matrix is the first person through. It looks like everyone has gone the left way so far.
911 Girl says Twatchers is better than Twats.
Twats is just so fucking funny. That Twats doesn't make sense though, because you're calling them the Wheel of Times, you know?
Yeah.
Twatchers make sense because the Wheel of Time Watchers combining, or just Watchers, like Wheel of Time.
Whoa, okay, that was a pretty smooth.
It was smooth, however, looks like that slight delay has given other folks time to catch up. However, Enzo Matrix is still in first place. There's Amelia P's Ghost Ball. Now we know why they finished with first place. Queen Effany is in second place and is going to hell along with Captain Fake Eye. Yep, there they go. They fell right off.
Down.
Cursed Wolf has also fallen off.
Marbles
Enzo Matrix
going down.
Consistently moving through. I think they might have this one as long as someone doesn't come flying in from out of nowhere. Although 911 Girl is trying to do their best to do exactly that. Nah, congratulations, Enzo Matrix. You have won. ! Merch. Go ahead and jump into... Oh my god, there comes Robin. And there goes Robin. Type in ! Merch. Go to Robin's Quiet Corner. Pick yourself a sticker and let us know the good address that we can send it to. Sleeps in a Shoe. Hello. Thank you for joining us. You have finished fourth.
It's like a fairy tale.
Congratulations. Sleeps in a Shoe. Killer Cupcake and Bunny Cakes wound up finishing like neck and neck. And they went 5th and 6th respectively. Enzo Matrix, however, was the winner. Let's check the results. Enzo Matrix gets 6 points on the season. Killer Cupcake, though, is at 12 for the season, tying Robin, and Cursed Wolf is at 11. Current challenge needs to get the fuck off the screen. Okay, cool. Captain Fake Eye has 8 as well. Enzo Matrix says, woo! Nice. Glitch says, Watchers is the new Ghoul Boys network. Can't use that. I mean, if it's Watchers WOT, then yeah, we fucking can. Fuck the Ghoul Boys.
Well, it's Watcher.
Take that. All right, going back to the race. Exclamation point vote, then a space, and the number that corresponds to the track. I gotta say, I actually really like the Ghoul Boys. We had like a little marathon when we were up in Portland of a bunch of their stuff, and I was like, God damn, these guys are really fucking funny.
They're cute. I think they're hilarious. Shame a Day is like, I want to say I'm a Bugara because I think Ryan Bugara is just so funny, but I think I stan Shame a Day because he's such a dickhead to Ryan, and it's hilarious. I just enjoy it.
I am not allowed to chat in our channel.
What? It says so?
It's just like, it's not connecting whatsoever. So I'm going to try and shut it down and reopen it for the third time. It says, welcome to the chat room. I get my vote in there. Jesus Louises. There we go. Thank you. All right. God damn it. It's still telling me I have an unread message on Instagram, so let's go see what that message is. It's from 2 days ago, and it was a comment, not a message, and it's already been liked.
Cool.
Thanks. All right. Good stuff. Closing that. Let's let the
Glitch
votes trickle in
says,
more.
they are my second favorite power couple other than the Scaryish couple, and I am a Shaniac. I think Shane's so hilarious. Hilarious.
It was kind of interesting, too, because they were talking about, like, the lights switching on and off, like, to certain, like, commands or stuff, and then they show you that they actually, like, unscrew the light bulb to the point where it's, like, just barely making contact, and that's why it turns on and off. It's not like the flashlight itself is just randomly activating and deactivating. It's like just barely at the cusp, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which just made me think like, oh, yeah, that's totally fake. Big Ball Racing is currently in the lead with 5 votes. So realistically, I think that's what it's going to be. I Once Turner says, what do we call us Scaryish fans? Well, we invented that about 208 episodes ago. It's Spooky Friends. All right, so we're going to go with Big Ball Racing. 2 minutes and 31 seconds on average. 1:50 is the record time. Local stats, we've never raced. Big Ball Racing. Spooky Friends, and then once you get really close and you're starting to watch us pretty often, you become the Spooky Fam. Let's get in there, and let's do it.
Hot.
Exclamation point play to get your
look at these
marble on
mountains.
stream. This is interesting as fuck.
Is it? What if it's real boring?
Never mind. I take back my opinion because Robin's a fucking hateful doubter. Sleeps in his shoe, says may the biggest balls win. All right.
The white balls look bigger than the yellow balls, I will say that.
Start the countdown. 17 marbles already, which is how many marbles we had last time. So if anyone would like to join, just type exclamation point play. And now we're up to 18. We're at +1, which is always good to see. I have a lot of points.
I want it to be colder. It was 60 degrees today. I need it to be 30 degrees cooler. So if the powers that be could turn it down 30 degrees, that'd be great. Pink Penguin just said, just continued my subscription to Scaryish. Nice. Also, I'm sorry they're late, but I am going to package all of the keychains and stickers and stuff that I have.
Turns out graduating is very busy.
I've just been really busy. I'm really sorry to everyone who's a patron. I swear to God, I will get these done. My badge of honor patrons and above.
Oh shit. Malum just redeemed a promote yourself for 10,000 spooky points or whatever we call them. It says, shout out to fucking twats and twats. Listen to the show, you twats.
Oh my God. Twatchers.
Nah, I'll get there eventually. I still just like call them twats. Oh my God, this is so fucking slow. It better pick up speed because this is boring as shit. Also, the camera is extra slow, which I hate. Move it.
I'm listening to this. Oh, still disappointed you couldn't make it a Spooky Con glitch. Yeah, that would have been nice. I really want to do it in Texas, though. I think that'd be really fun. Because, you know, it would be really fun. There's a lot of stuff I want to do when we go to Texas. I definitely want to go to Buc-ee's. Bunny Cake says, what was the last thing you posted to Patreons? I don't even remember. It's been too long.
I think it was a coupon code for October or something like that.
And I don't even know. But I will be mailing I have Cthulhu keychains and stickers for everyone. So
this is the slowest fucking race of all time.
Oh no, Elizabeth Tree says, I'm so sad our package got lost. They told us it was undeliverable, tried to send it back, but someone changed our address. That sucks.
That does suck. Man, we were checking that P.O. box like frequently for it too. We're like, I'm sure if it gets here and it's too big, they'll have it in the back, and they never even put it in the card that told us that it was delivered, so it's unfortunate. All right.
Glitch says, fuck, I need those keychains and stickers. I only have 50 because we've never gone over 50 Badge of Honor people and above. So I have to design the next things because I haven't even ordered them, and that deadline's coming up real quick.
Killer Cupcake 1991 is currently in the lead in the slowest fucking track we've ever raced.
Glitch says, I will meet y'all. You want to go to Glitch's apartment, and then we'll go to Buc-ee's.
Wow.
All right.
Bunny Cake says this map is horrible. I thought we were all going to pick up speed, but it's like whoever made this map clearly did it to just fuck with people. It's because it's called Big Ball Racing because all of our marbles are huge. And because they're huge, they move extra slow.
Enzo Matrix says it's been bouncing back and forth between two USPS facilities, arguing about our address for a week. We're hoping we can get it back somehow. USPS sucks. Yeah, for real. Especially right now. They're just a shit show. They lost half my graduation invites.
Oh, that was fucking awful.
Yeah. So my sister and I had to hand make. I say hand make, but we really printed them out and then used a guillotine cutter to just cut them out. And we made our own invites, so they looked like shit.
I think they looked okay. So Killer Cupcake, congratulations on taking the victory on the slowest track ever. They said, is there honey on the track? Only if Robin's on there.
Wow.
You're my honey.
Thanks.
Get it? I Am What's for Dinner and Pink Penguin are trying to complete the track. I don't even know if there's a blue wave of death on this track. I don't see it approaching or anything. Who the fuck knows? But it's got 13 seconds left. Yeah, they did. Killer Cupcake won. They're all down there.
Okay.
Pay attention.
You pay attention.
Jesus Christ. I
fuck
do.
You. Fuck you.
That's why I don't sound crazy. I Am What's for Dinner has 3 seconds for the track ends. And they did not complete, unfortunately. It's all right. Killer Cupcake, one more time, congratulations. You move up to 19 points on the season, breaking your tie with Robin, who was at 12, and Curse Wolf, who was nipping at your heels at 11. Fake Eye stays at 8.
Glitch says, I'll buy you some Buc-ee's for y'all and some badass barbecue and some amazing boba. Oh, yeah, boba.
Nice. All right, going to do some breakdowns of people that have higher single-digit totals. Lizard Trees at 7, IMB Trainers at 9. Chunkster moves up to 10, and 911 Girl is now at 8. Congrats. We're going to do one more race before we do our Battle Royale. Go ahead and start your voting, and let's get it going. Exclamation point. Vote. Sure. This sounds good. Robin Grace has redeemed to promote yourself. Says, listen to Twats. It's for all you twatchers out there. It's funny because I'm typing out my next one.
Shit. It's just silence on the stream because we're too busy.
We're all typing out bullshit.
Typing bullshit. Oh my god.
Glitch says, I have a request for y'all's wedding that's going to happen. If it doesn't, we will riot. But besides that, can I show up with a fanny pack full of flowers and throw them out amazingly? I think we have a flower girl picked, but we'll just have an extra flower person just walking down. On what? Another 10,000 points redeemed from Malum. It says, do you like twat? Are you a twatcher? Then don't waste your life, you silly twat. Listen to Twats.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Jesus.
A Leap to Remember is our current track in first place. I don't know what number that is because I was busy writing a bunch of bullshit on my phone. I make myself laugh, which is important because no one else laughs. All right. Minimize that. No. Stop being silly. All right. A flower glitch is what Bunny Cake says. Chunk says, I actually thought my screen froze. That's hilarious. All right. Let's just go to A Leap to Remember because it had 4 votes. Good enough. All right. Leap to Remember.
Captain Fake Guy says, Twats is the twats. Go listen to Twatchers.
Go listen, you twatchers.
Oh, you twatchers.
A Leap to Remember, on average, takes 1:41, and the record time is 24 seconds. Locally, takes us on average 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and 3 Deep Gaming holds our record. So let's race it. Take that record back. Let's do it. Is twat the past tense of tweeting? No.
No.
It is not.
I don't know. What is the past tense for tweeting? Tweeted?
Tweeted.
Okay.
All right. Exclamation point play to get your marble on stream.
Marbles on.
This is the last race. After this, we're going to have a battle royale. We'll see how that goes. Going to start the timer at 60 seconds. We already got 16 marbles. We had 18 last time. So don't forget to type exclamation point play. If you were here last time, you are legally required to join this time or we own your car.
I fucking wish. We need a second car.
We really need a second car. Chunk says, oh, this one looks cool. I agree. This guy looks really nice. Glitch says, I am cold meds. I am trying to keep up. Haha. All right. Sleeps in his shoe says, Twoth the Raven. Watch. All right, we are up to 18 marbles, which is nice to see. Thank you all so much. I'm What's says, is twat? No. I already read that. Killer Cupcake says, me too. I had to stop and be like, what happened? No, we were just quiet. I hate that air, but it happened.
Chunks just says, wait, you only got one car? We had 2 cars. We had a Subaru and a Toyota. I sold the Subaru because
didn't work.
It didn't work. And so now we only have 1 car.
Let's go on with Robin to California because she needs it more.
Yep.
I work from home.
So now Adam has no car.
So now I'm going to fucking figure it out, y'all. Just going to figure it out. Going to get through it. 911 Girl says, how do you play the Battle Royale? I don't know.
Whoa, look at this map. It looks
how
cool.
3 Deep Gaming glitched their way through all this, but the Battle Royale, all you do is type an exclamation point target and then @ and the name of the person you want to die.
Oh shit.
Iron Beef Trainer almost got knocked off the edge there, but somehow managed to survive, and Glitch, Queen F&E, and Iron Beef Trainer are now competing to see who can get through. These mazes are fucking cool looking. And Iron Beef Trainer slowly matriculated their way through. We got lots of people falling off in the back there. Latreia just fell off. I Went for Dinner's fallen off. A few others as well. Actually, one other that I missed because we have 15 out of 18. But Iron Beef Trainers slowly extending their lead.
Those rods are terrifying looking.
Oof, that was close. It's okay. Coming up to one of these funky funnels. Then we got some more stuff that's going to happen that's kind of terrifying looking. But
look at 3D Gaming going through there. This invisible track.
It's like the old track. They've been updated since. Bunny Cakes bounces off the edge, does not survive the fall. Glitch is coming through to try and catch up. But IMB Trainer is firmly in the lead. We'll see how this shot goes. Shot to the heart.
And you're to blame.
And you won the game. Congratulations. Glitch comes in second. No one's actually sticking the landing. Feel like I should disqualify you for that. Queen F&E sticks the landing with 911 Girl sticking the landing afterwards as well. But that is not the victory clause. IMB Trainer is the official winner. Killer Cupcake also survives long enough to cross the finish line. Dinosaur and sleeps in a shoe as well.
Sleeps in a shoe. I just love that.
It's a good name.
It is a good name. It just has this ring to it. Sleeps in a shoe.
Glitch says, you can have my car. I got the Goku and Vegeta fusion. That's hilarious. Bunny Cake says, there I am, picking up the rear, as usual. IMB Trainer says, whoa, I didn't die, which I expected. Chunkster comes in to finish out. Congratulations, IMB Trainer. You get up to 16 points in the season. Killer Cupcake goes up to 20. Robin is now at 13. Everyone else That's below Captain Fake Eye stayed the same. However, 911 Girl is notable because they are now to double digits at 10. So, we're going to move over into the Battle Royale. This is our final activity of the evening. There's only 2 tracks. So, choose...
Which one do we usually do?
Wisely. I have no clue. I feel like they both look identical. But
right.
Exclamation point vote, and then 1 or 2.
La 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 la. Me. Adam's like, I fucking
what interesting. Malum did exclamation point vote you listen to Twats, you silly bitches. I guess you should listen to it, y'all. All right. Number 1 is currently in the lead with 8 votes. Number 2 has 5, not that far behind.
I What's for Dinner says, my vote is in honor of Robin's mid-show run out. Sometimes
like mid-show blowout.
Sometimes you gotta fucking shit, dude.
When you gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. All right. Did my vote actually go through this time? No, it didn't actually. The fuck ever. Fuck you. All right. It's going to wind up being Royale Prime instead of Royale Pyramid. So that's what we're going to race or battle at. All right. I'm going to give 75 seconds to get your marble in the stream. Here's the thing. During it, I'm pretty sure you can adjust what your target is by typing exclamation point target space at and then the name of whatever marble you want to kill.
All right.
So keep that in mind.
I know which one I want to kill.
I hate you so much.
What? Do you think it's you?
I know it's me.
How do you know?
It's literally always me.
You don't know that.
I do.
I don't think so.
You have never targeted someone off the bat besides me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you're a liar, too.
Down, down, down.
That's actually a really funny line from a little show called Married to Children.
Is it?
Al Bundy is this like middle-aged dude who talks about his glory days in high school. But at some point, he gets confronted by a group of street toughs, which he is not afraid of because they're just young kids.
Okay.
And he insults him, and so he starts rolling up his sleeves because he's going to beat the shit out of him. I don't think he ever loses a fight in that show either. And when he rolls up his sleeves, he looks at the kid that's like the leader of the gang. He's like, "Any last words, punk?" And the kid goes, "Yeah, your wife is good in bed." And he goes, "Oh, so you're a liar too." He beats the shit out of him because his wife isn't good in bed. All right, we are off. And the battle commences. We only had 16 marbles. And let's see. I'm apparently targeting Kill a Cupcake 1991, which I did not choose, but that's okay. And I can't find Robin.
Did it work?
Did you even get in?
I thought I did. Oh, I guess not.
No wonder we only had 16.
Boo!
No wonder it didn't target you when I told it to target you.
Yeah. New target. I literally typed in against you too, and it didn't do it. That's all right. You know, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles.
All right, I've changed my target to target someone who's targeting me. And the battle has commenced, although I'm already losing. Bunny Cakes has eliminated someone. Queen Effany eliminates Sleeps in a Shoe. Gonna zoom out. Me and Chunkster are just beating the shit out of each other, and What's for Dinner has a sliver of health left. And I have been eliminated by Chunkster. Damn you. Cursed Wolf has eliminated Queen Effany. There's a balloon dropping with supplies, like this were the Hunger Games. Lizard Tree has eliminated Captain Fake Eye. R.I.P. Faye.
I wonder if there's other commands that you can do. You know?
It looks like a lightning bolt. Chunkster picked it up. It makes them faster.
Whoa.
Chunkster picked it up and Glitch immediately eliminated Chunkster. I'm What's for Dinner still hanging on with that sliver of health left. Interesting.
I wonder if it's in your best interest to like just target the next person in line in front of you so you keep going forward.
Yeah. I also wonder. Cursed Wolf eliminates Bunny Cakes. Donosaur has full health. Enzo Matrix eliminates I'm What's for Dinner.
Jesus.
Cursed Wolf has eliminated Enzo Matrix and is doing a weird kickflip and went after Donosaur. Lisbeth Tree eliminates Latrea.
I think if you go up that hill, maybe, then it has you jump. I don't know. It's pretty fucking weird.
It's only 5
Pretty
left,
fucking
y'all.
weird.
5 left. Nope, Cursed Wolf just knows how to do dive bombs. It's pretty impressive. 911 Girl's going for Cursed Wolf. Lizard Tree's going for Dinosaur. Dinosaur eliminates Kill a Cupcake. Cursed Wolf eliminates Lisbeth Tree. And it's pretty close right now. Everyone's targeting someone else.
Jesus. Oh my god, this is painful.
This is intense as fuck.
Why is everyone missing everyone?
Dinosaur typed exclamation point boost. Laser. I wonder if that actually does something.
I don't know.
Now one girl is almost eliminated.
Oh my god.
Dinosaur eliminated 911 Girl. It's just Dinosaur and Cursed Wolf now. Cursed Wolf was shooting something in the end there.
Pew, 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 pew. Why does it say pew, pew, pew? How do you do that?
Interesting. Congratulations, Cursed Wolf, on taking home the victory and 57 points with that, moving you up
that
to...
is horse
68
shit.
On the season. One more point would have been perfect. It's a winner-take-all situation, and gosh dang it, was that a good one. You had 5 eliminations. What are you doing that we don't know about? Actually, Faison says, super late, but I made it for a quick Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays to anyone out there who is not celebrating Christmas. And we should be here. Yeah, we'll be here before New Year's. We don't have to say that yet. Either way, that was the 4th.
Why are you going to say, see you next year?
No, I was going to say Happy New Year.
Oh.
Because I'm not a douchebag. All right, let's move over into the regular screen. I can close down marbles. If you took home a victory, please reach out to us with the sticker you would like and the address you would like it sent to. But aside from that, I'm going to go ahead and mark it and move us into the outro. And we all get the rest of our Wednesday night back. All right, I want to go ahead and thank all the folks out there who wrote the stories that we read tonight. If you have a short story that you have written that is a horror-themed story, please feel free to reach out to us by emailing pastatime@scaryish.com. Or go to our website, click Contact Us, fill out that form, mention that it's a creepypasta, send it to us that way. You can also do both of those things to suggest a creepypasta that you enjoy, or an SCP, or any other short fictional horror thing that you would like to hear read on Pastatime. If you want to reach out to us on our social medias, Twitter is @ScarishPod, Instagram is @ScarishPodcast, and Facebook is facebook.com/ScarishPodcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/ScarishPodcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1. You can also go to ko-fi.com/ScarishPodcast. And those are one-time donations. All your donations go to helping us keep this show going. And yeah.
Indeed. Thank you so much to everyone who listens, everyone who watches live on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. It's always a blast doing these. And I think it's just about everything we have for Pastatime number 23. So, Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on. And I hope you folks have a good holiday season.
Indeed. Bye-bye.
Bye.